Mike O'Neill with Med1 Aesthetics and also the owner of Anytime Fitness in Belleville. Today is a Clean Eats in the Kitchen with Mike O'Neill, and I've decided to turn on the camera tonight because it's one of those situations that I think we all find ourselves in. We're hungry. We kind of go to the refrigerator and you look and you're towards the end of the week or a 2-week grocery cycle, and you're kind of running low on inventory, if you know what I mean. So I see that, and I'm kind of digging to see what I can come up with, and I'm feeding my daughter, and I kind of get her going with some grilled chicken because I know that's kind of a base, and I'm good to go because I got that. And then I'm kind of scrounging through some other things. I get her a banana, even though I don't eat those, and some other stuff, and I start just like pulling out what I have. And normally I like to keep these little like containers of all kinds of cool stuff. So when I go right to the grocery store, I've got the stuff I really like edamame and broccoli and green beans and black beans and spinach, and all that stuff's gone. So I look and I've got maybe a quarter of a red pepper left, but I'll take it. Chop it up, I'm ready to go. I had like a couple tablespoons of some pico left. Not a whole lot of tax on the caloric intake, so that's good because it adds a lot of flavor. I had grilled chicken, like I said, I gave it to my daughter and happened to have some tomatoes. So I chopped up about a half tomato, and I've got a little more chicken than most people really need, I guess, for if they're wanting to lose weight. But this is about 10 ounces. Most people need 4 to 6, maybe 8. And so I've got some chicken, some tomatoes, a little bit of pepper, some pico, and then I tend to always keep some just greens in the kitchen. So luckily I picked some up a couple days ago, some organic just blend, and got lucky and had a few leftover asparagus. So I throw the asparagus on the George Foreman, which is kind of a staple in the O'Neill home. I get the grilled chicken going. I've got the asparagus being grilled. Meanwhile, I'm pulling out what I have, and thought I'd just show you step by step. After maybe 7 or 8 minutes of the grilled chicken over here, and you know, that's the time you need to prep up anyway. You're only a couple minutes away from eating, and we're talking a very healthy, still kind of put it together meal in 10 or 11 minutes with not a whole lot of items. So anyway, we've got a little bit of olive oil. I throw that in the frying pan. Usually wipe the pan with like a paper towel just to get rid of some of it and still just get it nice and moist. So I've got the grilled chicken here. Got those tomatoes. We're going to toss those in there. We've got it on medium heat, and we're rocking and rolling. I've already cooked this asparagus, so I'm going to kind of hold off on this for a second, but I'm going to saute my greens. I could eat these dry, or I can put them right here in the frying pan with the other veggies, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. I have that pico we talked about. Toss this in here. And those peppers. So we'll go with this. I'm gonna mix this around a little bit and let this start cooking. And what I normally do is try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So what I mean with that is, if I'm gonna cook a meal, I usually am cooking a little bit extra for breakfast or tomorrow's lunch. I'm never just going to put on just enough for dinner, you know. I'm always going to make a little bit more, throw it in some Tupperware, and then I can heat it up tomorrow, or throw it in like an egg in the morning, which is what I'm going to do with this one. So with a little bit of leftovers I salvaged over here, I've got a couple of greens, a little bit of that tomato in the pico container, give it some flavor with a few leftovers. I'll throw this lid on there and throw it right in an omelet in the morning. But tonight we've got this kind of going. And this is just going to be a couple of minutes, and while we've got it, I just thought I'd go over each one and the caloric value or nutritional value of each one. So the main bulk, the protein, which this can be done with other vegetables mixed in and out. Chicken could be replaced with salmon or white fish or some scallops or some shrimp. Tuna, some swordfish. I mean, get yourself some swordfish or some tuna. That stuff is good. But those are all like fish. You could do a steak, some turkey, any kind of lean meat, or even an egg can be tossed in the you know, either the Foreman or another frying pan, or grill it outside. But that's like your main bulk of the meal. And I've got about 8 ounces, 10 ounces in there. So I'm looking at like 280, maybe 300 calories. But a lot of people that just do a 4-ounce chicken breast, it's 180 calories. And you're still getting 25 grams of protein or so. I'm gonna get almost 40 with as much that I put in here. And no carbs and just a little bit of fat, under 10. So this is a solid protein source. The greens are barely any calories at all, maybe 10 more calories, 1 sugar, 2 carbs, no fat, 1 protein. We've got a little bit of pepper. Like I said, I threw in like a 1/4 cup. So what are we looking at? 2 carbs, a little bit of fiber. So I'm looking for fiber. I don't know if you realize this about fiber, but it's so important. It's not just to make you go, but it is gonna flush you out, and that's important. When you're strength training, you need to flush it out. When you're trying to eat clean and just remove some toxins and remove a lot of stuff, let's get rid of it. And it's not gonna make you run to the bathroom, but you should still get 25 to 40 grams a day. Like women, 20, 25, men, 25, 35, maybe even 40. And you gotta find those foods that have the fiber in it. Anyway, so we're shaking this up a little bit. It's looking pretty good. I mean, I could eat it right now, but I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Tell you what else I got, a little bit of a pinch of wheatgrass. Sometimes when I'm in the organic section, I just see some weird like grass or some dill, maybe something, and I like those. You know, you get a little bit more fiber, add some natural like to the meal, mix it up. The pico is like no calories at all, maybe 10 with what I put in there, but no fat, no protein, maybe a carb or 2. But when you add it all together, I'm looking at maybe 350, 400 calories tops, and there's a decent amount of food here. I also am going to get almost 50 grams of protein with only 10, 12 tops carbs, and no more than really 10 or 11 grams of fat. So this is a real solid meal without a whole lot of stuff in my fridge to dig through, and I've also got breakfast covered, just like I would do with the workout. I'm not going to waste my time on a machine, sit there and knock out 15 or 20 or so and just sit there for a minute. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do another exercise, maybe another one, create a little circuit, get some cardiovascular benefits at the same time as I'm getting my strength. I'm doing that in the kitchen too. I'm going to cook this meal up. I'm about to eat it. I'm going to make it for tomorrow morning or tomorrow's lunch. And that's what we need to do on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, constantly replenish our refrigerator. Keep different Tupperwares readily available, chop them up, have it ready to go so you can get creative. It can be fun, but it can be quick. This whole meal, top to bottom, 11 minutes. Piece of cake, under 400 calories, 11 minutes, all kinds of protein, low carb, low sugar. It's great. So anyway, I hope that is beneficial, and there's more to come. Thank you so much for watching. I'm about to tear this thing up. Go to our website, med1.life. Got our full lifestyle department, all of our services and programs, more on our weight loss and nutrition coaching sessions. Our aesthetic services can be found at drtromble.com, but we are all Med1 Aesthetics. Mike O'Neill, Dr. Tromble, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.